The days passed, and Buddy spent his time playing by the stream, hoping that Nina would return. He kept his promise to his mother and stayed close to the house, but every day his eyes would scan the trees, looking for a glimpse of his squirrel friend. Meanwhile, Nina spent her days in the safety of the oak trees, her mother's words echoing in her mind. She thought about Buddy often. She missed their games, the way she felt when she was with him. But she also felt torn. Her mother was always there, reminding her about the dangers of dogs. Nina spent one quiet afternoon sitting on a branch of the oak tree, her tail twitching as she stared out over the field. She wondered if she would ever see Buddy again. Maybe it was better to stay away. Maybe she had made a mistake. But deep inside, she knew she missed him. She missed their friendship. Then, one afternoon, as Nina was gazing out across the field, she saw him. Buddy was at the edge of the stream, his golden fur shining in the sunlight. He was playing alone, his tail wagging happily as he splashed in the water. For a moment, Nina's heart leapt in her chest. She wanted to run down to him, to play again like they had before. But she paused. She looked back toward the oak tree, where her mother's voice still warned her, "Stay away from dogs. They might hurt you." Still, the desire to see Buddy again was too strong to ignore. Slowly, cautiously, Nina made her way down from the tree and approached the stream. When Buddy saw her, his face lit up. "Nina, you came back," he barked, his tail wagging excitedly. Nina hesitated for just a moment, then smiled shyly. "I missed you, Buddy," she said softly. "I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner." Buddy wagged his tail even harder. "It's okay. I'm just glad you're here. Let's play." And so, the two friends met again by the stream, this time with a quiet understanding between them. They both knew that things couldn't always be the same, but they were willing to give their friendship another try. There was no rush. They just wanted to enjoy each other's company without worrying about what others might think. As they ran and played, jumping over the rocks and splashing in the stream, it felt like nothing had changed. They were simply two friends enjoying the simple joy of being together. Buddy and Nina continued to meet by the stream each day. Though the worries of their mothers lingered in the background, both friends found joy in their quiet moments together. Buddy would splash around in the stream, while Nina would climb the trees, gathering small sticks to toss down for him. Their bond deepened with each passing day, but the tension from their mother's warnings never fully went away. One warm afternoon, as the sun hung low in the sky, Buddy and Nina were playing their usual games by the stream. Buddy had just jumped into the water to cool off when Nina noticed something strange. From the corner of her eye, she saw a shadow moving in the trees. Her heart skipped a beat, was a dog, but this one was different. It was a big dog, with sharp eyes and a growl that echoed in the air. Buddy, unaware of the danger, was happily playing in the water. He didn't see the large dog approaching from the trees, but Nina knew they had to be careful. "Buddy!" she called, her voice shaking with fear. "Buddy, look out!" Buddy turned around, his tail wagging, but when he saw Nina's frightened face, his expression shifted. He turned to look behind him. The large dog was now only a few feet away, its eyes locked on Buddy. Buddy's first instinct was to stand tall, but he wasn't used to feeling afraid. His body tensed, and he barked at the other dog. "Hey, what do you want?" The big dog growled in response, his teeth flashing in the sunlight. "Stay away from that squirrel, little dog," he snarled. "She doesn't belong with you." Nina's heart pounded in her chest. She knew that Buddy wasn't a fighter, and she feared the worst. "Buddy, we need to get away," she whispered, her voice quivering. "We should go. Please, let's go." Buddy's eyes shifted between Nina and the big dog. He didn't want to back down, but he also didn't want Nina to get hurt. His mother's warning echoed in his mind. Squirrels and dogs just didn't mix, no matter how friendly they were. "Come on, Nina," Buddy said, his voice softer now. "Let's go." Without another word, the two of them began to run. Nina was fast, but Buddy's long legs gave him the advantage. They sprinted toward the trees, their hearts pounding as they rushed to escape the big dog's growls. Behind them, the large dog barked once, then slowly turned away, its figure disappearing into the distance. Buddy and Nina didn't stop running until they reached the safety of the oak tree where Nina lived. They both collapsed on the ground, breathing hard. "That was too close," Nina said, her voice shaky. She looked at Buddy with concern. "Are you okay?" Buddy nodded, though his heart was still racing. "Yeah, I'm okay," he said, though his voice was uncertain. "But I'm glad we got away." They sat together in the cool shade of the tree, silent for a while, both trying to calm down from the scare. Nina curled her tail tightly around her paws, her eyes downcast. "That dog was scary. I didn't like the way he looked at me." Buddy felt the same way. He had never seen such an angry dog before. He could still hear the growl in his mind, a low rumble that made him feel uneasy. "I don't think we should play here anymore," Nina said softly. "That dog, he was dangerous." Buddy frowned. "But I like playing by the stream with you. I don't want to stop." "I know," Nina said, looking at him. "But maybe we should stay away from the stream for a while, just until we're sure that dog is gone." Buddy nodded reluctantly, even though it made him sad. The stream was their special place, where they had so many happy memories together. But Nina's safety was more important. They both understood that. The next day, Buddy woke up with a heavy heart. He missed playing by the stream. He missed the cool water splashing around his paws and the fun they had chasing sticks and leaves. But he also missed his best friend. Nina had agreed to stay away from the stream for a little while, and Buddy hadn't seen her since their scary encounter with the big dog. Buddy's mother noticed his sadness. She had seen the way Buddy's tail had drooped the past few days, and it worried her. "Buddy, are you feeling okay?" she asked, sitting next to him. Buddy sighed deeply. "I miss Nina, Mom. We used to play by the stream every day, but now I'm scared she won't come back." Buddy's mother gave him a soft smile and nuzzled his head. "Sometimes when we face danger, we have to be careful. I know you want to play with Nina, but it's important to make sure she feels safe. Maybe you can try talking to her and find a new place to play." Buddy's eyes brightened at the idea. "A new place? Like where?" "Maybe you can find a nice spot in the field where it's safe for both of you," his mother suggested. "You don't have to go back to the stream if it feels dangerous." Buddy nodded slowly. "That sounds like a good idea. I just want to see Nina again. I don't want her to be scared of me." "I understand, Buddy," his mother said kindly. "But sometimes you can't control everything. You just have to be patient and give Nina the time she needs." Buddy's mother's words stuck with him throughout the day. He didn't want to push Nina into anything she wasn't ready for, but he couldn't help the ache in his heart. He wanted to play again. He wanted everything to go back to the way it was before the big dog showed up. After a long day of waiting and wondering, Buddy finally decided to visit Nina. He didn't know what to say or how to explain his feelings, but he just knew he had to see her. Buddy trotted through the fields, his paws light on the soft grass. He made his way toward the oak tree where Nina lived, hoping she would be there. As he approached, he saw her sitting on a branch, looking out over the field. "Nina," Buddy called, his voice full of hope. Nina turned around at the sound of his voice, her eyes brightening as soon as she saw him. "Buddy," she said, her tail flicking. "I'm glad to see you." Buddy walked closer, his heart racing a little. "I've been thinking about you. I miss our games by the stream." Nina hesitated. "I miss them too, but I don't want to take any chances. That dog, he scared me." "I understand," Buddy said softly, his ears drooping. "But maybe we could play somewhere else, somewhere safe. My mom said there are other places we can go." Nina looked at him, her expression thoughtful. "I like that idea. we could find a new spot where no dogs can bother us. Buddy's tail wagged at the thought. Yes, we can find a new place, just the two of us. It'll be fun. And so, Buddy and Nina began to plan their new adventures. They didn't know exactly where they would go, but the thought of finding a safe place to play together gave them both hope. The next day, Buddy and Nina set off together to find their new place to play. They wandered through the fields, looking for a spot that was peaceful and free from danger. As they walked, they talked about all the fun games they would play once they found the perfect spot. Finally, after some time, they found a small meadow surrounded by tall grass and wildflowers. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers. It was the perfect place for a new beginning. Buddy barked happily. "This is it! This is the place!" Nina smiled, her eyes twinkling. "It's perfect! Let's play!" And so, in their new, safe place, Buddy and Nina began to play again. The big dog was far away, and the meadow felt peaceful and secure. They ran, jumped, and laughed together, knowing that no matter where they played, their friendship would always be the most important thing. As they spent the day together, Buddy and Nina knew that their friendship was strong enough to overcome any obstacle, and no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would always find a way to stay close, side by side.